Hi folks, Simon here and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII, here for my Platinum walkthrough on PS4. I'm enjoying this so far, even though I've only done 2 live streams. I'm really hoping we'll get the Platinum trophy before the remake comes out next year. And hopefully this video will just clarify a little bit of confusion that was sprouting up in chat during the last live stream. And it has to do with the date mechanics for the gold saucer later on. Now, of course, we need to be getting the best Bromance trophy, otherwise we can't get the Platinum trophy. And that means we need to be selected by Barret, which means that we have to do the hard work of getting the behind the scenes points up with Barret and lowered with some of the other party members. Now, one of the ways we can do that is with what I'm focusing on today. This is during the escape section from the church with Cloud and Aerith. We can actually lower Aerith's points by messing about with the barrels during that escape. Now, there's a couple of things we can do, but the way I did it on stream effectively is the best way because you lose the most amount of points, which is really what we're trying to do here. Just to clarify, each of the 4 party members that can select Cloud later on at Gold Saucer, each begin with a behind the scenes score already in their favour. So Aerith starts off with the most amount of 50 points, 50 date points we'll call them. Tifa, I believe, starts with 30, Yuffie with 10 and Barret with 0. So obviously Barret is the hardest challenge to get out of this scenario. But that means as well that we cannot simply boost Barret's score by having the correct dialogue options with him. We need to actually lower the other party members' scores as well. And that's what we're doing here. Now, there's various ways you can lower Aerith's points at this part of the game. And when we get the multiple choice situation here, I'm going to choose the best option, which is to push the incorrect barrels after telling her to wait. Now, if you ask her to run, she will not actually lose any points. However, if you ask her to run, but then she ends up having to fight, she will lose a single point. I'm basing this, by the way, off the Final Fantasy wiki. I'll leave a link to this page in the description. Now, if you ask her to fight, just directly, then that will deduct 1 point from Aerith's date points. But, here's the thing. If you ask her to wait, okay, and you push the correct barrel, I'm ill still at the moment, you have to bear with me, then you'll gain a single point for Aerith, which we don't want to do. But if you ask her to wait and push the incorrect barrel, you will lose 3 points. So, if you push the incorrect barrel 3 times, you will actually lose 9 points, which is a substantial loss for Aerith and really helps in trying to build up Barret's score during the first part of the adventure here. And that's why during the live stream, I was telling her to wait and then pushing the incorrect barrels and then causing her to fight. If you tell her to fight straight up, then you're only at most going to lose 3 points with her date points behind the scenes. But if you do the barrel method, as I suggested, you'll actually lose 9, which is quite a large amount. Obviously, that in itself will bring her date points down from 50 to 41. As a little bonus for you, a little bit later, Cloud will be asked by Aerith if Tifa is his girlfriend. If you select yes, then you'll lose 5 points with Aerith, which is a really nice amount as well. So it's one worth reloading if you did mess that one up, because it is a lot of points. And one final point of clarification, a few people have kindly reminded me that you can actually glitch the points system and get as many points as you want with Barret later on at Cosmo Canyon, and that's true. But a few other people have been notifying me that they've actually received a glitch with the trophy where it doesn't pop, even though the scenes have played out as expected. And I think it's possible that by glitching the trophy in this way, or by glitching the amount of points that you get with Barret, can actually prevent the trophy from popping. And according to a couple of posts, I think over at GameFAQs I was reading, it has to do with whether you get too many points with Barret using this method. It pushes it into a negative number because the game only expects it to go up to so much, and after that it'll go into a negative, which means you'll still get the correct choice at the gold saucer, but then it's possible the trophy won't pop. So I strongly recommend that you use the glitch method only as a last resort if you've messed up on some of the other things earlier in the game and don't want to reload, but where possible you actually follow along with me and do it correctly. Get the points properly, because at least that way then we know we're going to get the trophy once the scene plays out later. Alright then guys, well that pretty much brings us to the end of the video, so I hope it's been helpful to you, and I'll continue posting updates as we make them here in our Final Fantasy VII playthrough, so come and join us on the live streams if you're able, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.